loving myself, putting me first. Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting me first.
Hey, it's me again. What's up to my viewers and subscribers? How are y'all doing this week? I hope y'all had a wonderful week. For myself, I sure did have a great week. It was a bit busy, but that's okay. That's standard for me. What have y'all done for yourself recently? This past week, last week, what have you done for yourself? Drop something in the comments and let me know, and I'll definitely respond. But just let me know what you did for yourself. Self-love, self-care is prioritizing yourself is essential for each and every one, and I encourage you in each of my videos to take time for yourself. Take time to breathe. Take time, just to relax and get away from everything. Now, this week video is going to be a little bit shorter than normal because I'm in a rush to get some stuff done. However, there is something that I really need to talk about. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, comment also, and hit that notification bell so whenever I upload a video, you'll be notified. So, quickly in this week's video, I don't want it to be sad because these days I've been very happy with myself, happy with my growth, because this time last year it was no good. So I've been really happy no matter what's going on in my life. I still try to make myself happy. Doesn't matter what it is. Keep a smile on my face, you know, whatever I can do to make myself happy because I'm a work in progress. And day by day, I work on myself, and will always encourage you guys to work on yourself. It's not hard, it's not the easiest, especially if you've been in certain situation. However, it is possible. You just got to find that courage and find that willpower within you, and honestly, you do have it in you. You just got to dig deep, very deep, to find it. And once you find it, you conquer everything. Work on yourself. It is possible. Now, in this week's video, I'm quickly going to talk about here in Georgia. I read something earlier about a young man, I believe he's 20, and he got a lot going on for himself. And he was the youngest on the educational school board, and he actually commit suicide. And it breaks my heart, just reading about it, because for me, I can understand. I've made attempts, but I'm still here. You know, I was able to overcome it. But whatever he was going through, he fight. I believe he fought as much as he could. However, it was just too much. And in reality, sometimes it is too much. Sometimes you want to stay positive. Sometimes you do everything to stay positive. However, it just seems like it's not enough. Sometimes you're feeling like you're making a way out. You find a way out. It could be talking to finding new friends, joining a group, doing different things than what you're accustomed to. But then something come and just ruin it all. So my my condolence goes out to his family, and I can understand, the pain and the hurt that you all may be going through, because it's never a good thing when a person commits suicide, because there is so many unanswered questions. There is so many. Why couldn't you have come to me? Why couldn't you have said something? What was it that was bothering him? He may have showed signs, or it's not just him alone. A lot of people are showing they have shown signs. However, most people don't even take it as nothing until something happened. That's when they will say, oh, he said something, but I didn't take it as nothing. So I encourage family and friends and loved ones, my viewers, subscribers, If it's even the smallest thing that seems out of character for a person or for a loved one, try to get them help. Try to sit down, talk to them, find out what's going on, because it is so many things that can contribute towards a person's mental health deteriorating. It is so many things. And a lot of people will be so quick to judge people as it regards to their actions and not knowing the reason for it. I don't judge anyone about it because I was in the same position, but I was able to find help. I was able to reach out. I was able to speak up to get the help that I need so my son would not be parentless. This young man, he's only 20. He's only 20. I also read another case. I don't think it's in the state of Georgia. A little boy went home. I think the little boy is like 11. He went home, complained to his mom about being bullied at school. 2 days after, he killed himself. And I'm sorry for my choice of words, but it really hurts because bullying also is never a good thing. Bully is never a good thing because I was also in that position when I just moved to Georgia with my son. Honestly, for the first 3 months, he was pretty much bullied every day. Every day. And I talk to him and I talk to him and I encourage him. If something happened, go talk to the teacher, talk to the principal, go talk to somebody. And I'm going to always come to that school and just talk to whoever I got to talk to in order to get things done. And he was able to fight it through until the last straw when a group of boys, maybe six, showed up at my door, knock on my door, and asked me, "Can you send Javari out?" And in the back of my mind, I was like, "Well, hey, finally he got some friends and they're coming to play." However, he was sleeping, so I told them to come back. They never did come back. And it was on that was the Friday, and it was the Monday morning. I was actually taking my neighbor to school, and I so happened to mention to my son at the time and the neighbor, like, "Hey, they came knocking asking for you to come outside." And that's when my neighbor told me they weren't there to play with him. They wanted me to send my son outside so they could fight him. Yes, so they could fight him. So I have experienced bully as a parent, and for that mom, dad, grandma that lost your son earlier this week, my condolence goes out to you. And for every other family out there, my condolence goes out to you because it's never easy. It's never easy, and us as parents, we want to protect our kids as much as possible. Do us harm and leave our kids. But sometimes it's a bit too late. Sometimes, we don't act accordingly as parents. So I'm truly, truly sorry for your loss. And, I pray that you find comfort knowing that he's in a better place. And for those kids that pushed him to that point, I hope they learned a lesson. I hope they change for the better. And for that young man in here in Georgia, to your family also, my condolence again. I hope you find peace and happiness knowing that he's in a better place. It will be sad and depressing for a moment or probably for years. It really depends on how you deal with your grief, but he's in a better place. He don't have to worry about whatever it is that was bothering him, because you live in this world, and so many things, so much things are going on in our lives, and we don't talk about it because we don't trust easily. He may have a great career. He may be the youngest on the school board. His personality may be bubbling, He's maybe very jovial, but deep down, he had a lot of issue that he did not feel comfortable talking about. He did not. And it is honestly sad that, he took his life. It is really sad, but there's also a lot of unanswered questions. And I understand your grief. Like I mentioned earlier, I was in that position. And a lot of people would see smile on my face and I'll be laughing and my sense of humor is crazy. And no one knows what's going on underneath. No one knows. Mental health, we need to come together and end the stigma. Because initially, when I got sick and whatever, and they told me, okay, well, you'll have to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and I gotta go on medication and whatever. And I said to him, no, I don't want to go on medication because it's only crazy people goes on medication. And she pointed out to me that if you have other health issues and you go to the doctor and they give you medication to get better, you're going to take it. So, taking medication for your mental health to help you with your anxiety and help you with your depression, whatever it is you may be going through, it is okay because it's just another illness like cancer. It's just another illness like hypertension, diabetes. It's just another illness. Don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to reach out and get the help because the help is there. There is help. There is hope. So reach out to someone because it's not easy when you struggle with your mental health. Today you wake up, you're feeling happy. 10 minutes after, you're just boohoo crying. So it is really, I wouldn't say hard to explain, but there's a lot goes on with a person that suffers from, mental health issue. A lot of people are not comfortable talking about it. And because we're there, it is so stigmatized, whereas people look at you as being crazy when you do things or you say some things. No one wants to talk about it. No one wants to speak up, but I encourage you, speak up. I really hope that my viewers and subscribers will just help me to spread the word. Please help me to spread the word. It is okay to say you're not okay. People will laugh, people will criticize you, but even if you're okay, they will do the same. Don't worry about what others have to say, worry about yourself. And that's why I talk about self love, taking care of yourself, because it helps with your mental health. Because then you'll get to that point where you no longer cares what nobody think about you. You do you. You do what makes you happy. And if what makes you happy help with your mental issues, then so be it. Because there's a lot of things we do that a lot of people don't like, a lot of things we do a lot of people do like. But at the end of the day, we cannot live to please others. We have to live to please ourselves. We have to make ourselves happy before we can try to make anyone else happy. So work on yourself. And a lot of times you find that, and I think in one of my earlier videos, I talk about triggers. The different environment can always trigger anxiety, depression, mental health illness, whatever it may be. It will trigger your simple workplace. You'll be like, okay, I have my career going, I enjoy the job that I do, but the people that are around you at your workplace, your co-workers, they are toxic. Toxic. And a lot of us are not strong enough to fight it. I was in the same position. And I know you may say, "Oh, but girl, you were in this and you were in that, and what have you not been in?" Believe me, I've been through so much in my life, but I give thanks to God each and every day because I have a purpose, and He's the reason I'm here today. He's the reason I'm out of my shell and able to speak up. I don't care. You want to listen and talk about me? Be my guest. But at least I let it out. It's no longer battled up inside of me where all I can do is just cry, 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 cry. My son crying, my son be wiping my tears. No. So say whatever you want to say, that's okay. But I've been through a whole lot. I've experienced a whole lot. So back to what I was saying, the workplace, could be one thing. Family, your own family can be your downfall. They trigger your own family. They will trigger a depression, an anxiety attack. They will trigger a mood change in the blink of an eye. Really. Because when you think a family should be there for you, they're only there when they need something. But, your workplace, your relationship, not comfortable in your own skin, your sexuality, but be you. You are who you are. People may not accept you for who you are. People may not accept you for your sexuality, but that is okay. Be yourself. Make yourself happy. They'll get over it. And if they never get over it, well, that's okay. Because they have to live their life. They're not living your life. Live your life accordingly. Do what makes you happy. Surround yourself with people that makes you happy, not people that criticize you, not people that tears you down, not even family. Because a lot of people are family oriented, but at the same time, sometimes we have to know when to walk away from family. Because family are worse than our enemies. But whatever make you happy, do it. Whoever make you happy, go be with them. Wherever you go and you find your happy place, stay there. Nothing is wrong in moving, starting over. Because at the end of the day, it is good for your health. It is good for your health. So this is the end of my video for this week. It's not as chirpy as I wanted it to be, but it is something that I feel the need to talk about because I honestly, when I read those articles earlier this week, it hurts me to the core because I was in a similar position. I'm still here, so I didn't take my life, but I honestly and truly have an idea what they went through. So I encourage you all, reach out, speak up, reach out, call the hotline if there is no one to talk to. But you can do it. You can do it. So until next time, y'all, my viewers and subscribers, you have a great weekend, and I'll do the same. Be happy and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Now that I know I deserve more, I'm busy loving myself, putting